why do people use illegal drugs if they're bad for you? Hi, I'm Dr. Hilary Agro. I'm an anthropologist and community organizer and expert on the reasons why people use illegal drugs. Don't mind the fact that I'm in bed, I had a really tiring work week, and I don't do stimulants anymore, so I just rest when I need to. This is me doing anti-capitalism on the internet. So first of all, humans have been using consciousness-altering substances since the dawn of time. It's in our archaeological record. People have always engaged with plant medicines. There's even non-human animals such as orangutans who have been shown to use plant medicines. So the widespread use of drugs in our society is actually pretty normal for every society because people don't like being in pain, and plants help us to deal with that, as well as many other things. But when you live in a society that has made a lot of traditional plant medicines illegal to use, people don't stop using them. They just turn to whatever is actually available to them, either legally in the form of things like alcohol or illegal in the form of things like fentanyl and cocaine. It's a bit complicated for things like fentanyl, but most of these substances came originally from plant medicine. Now, our society is built off the exploitation of our labor and the domination and extraction of the land and resources around us. That's capitalism in a settler colonial society. It's a garbage system. You already know that. Because our labor, our energy, our fucking life force is being extracted from us, and we have to work to survive, otherwise, you'll be homeless. People need to keep up with the demands of this incredibly stressful system. So they use stimulants to allow them to stay awake and work harder. They use opioids to cover up the physical and, in large part, emotional pain from the suffering under the system, from generational trauma, from childhood trauma. They also want to relax and have fun and forget about their shitty lives. So people use drugs to have fun, the same way that people dissociate from their lives with gambling or scrolling on their phones. I'm smiling a little bit here because I bet it's familiar to some of you. And there's a massive system that profits off of all of this, that profits off of the drugs themselves being sold to us, either legal or illegal, that profits off of the arrest and incarceration of people who use illegal drugs, primarily Black, Brown, and Indigenous people, because it funnels them into a system that, well, that's complicated. I have some other videos about that. So the next time that you hear somebody stigmatizing junkies or addicts or looking down on people who are using these medicines to try to deal with their shitty lives, try to have some compassion and some understanding of how they got to a place where they're so unsupported by their community that they need to turn to a substance in order to cope. If you're a drug user of any kind, you are valued, you're worthy, I love you, and we're going to build a society that sees your inherent worth. Follow me to learn more about collective organizing for liberation.